I'm Trevor Reid. I'm the Senior Technology Consultant here at VOX ISM. I've been in the IT industry for 25 years, and I've been with VOX ISM for 20 of those years. Recently, VOX ISM transferred their systems from an on-premise Exchange system over to an Office 365 Outlook Online system. And we learned a few things along the way, and we thought we'd share with you some of the things that we came across. The first thing you want to do, if you're considering doing a migration, is to decide whether you're actually going to migrate your Exchange system over to Outlook 365 or whether you're going to do a clean switchover. The difference is that if you migrate your system, you're actually moving your Exchange emails and all the old history into the new system. And while that's very thorough, it does run the risk of the whole adage of bringing garbage in and garbage out. So you might have specific emails or history that you don't want to bring over. The actual answer is really up to what you and your company want to do with that. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to make that decision for yourself, whether you're going to start clean or not. VOX ISM decided to do a start clean. Now, one thing to note, if you do a start clean on Outlook 365, you still have options to see your old email history, and you can do so, and we'll talk a bit about that a little later. So once you've made your decision, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that everybody in your company logs in at least once to the Outlook 365 system. So you want to make sure that each person has an opportunity to sign in as themselves, to send an email, and to receive it. At VOX ISM, what we actually did is we scheduled specific webinar times throughout the week, evenings and days, to give our users ample opportunity to sit with us and go through the system in case they had any questions. And that might be a technique you want to use yourself. The biggest challenge is actually getting people to do that in preparation, so it's best to make sure that you know everybody gets in well before go live. The next thing you want to do is you want to give your customers a few days notice. So, for example, we actually would give our customers a week's notice and say, hey, we're changing our email system, you might have challenges reaching us or there might be a delay, and you provide them alternative options. For those customers that have active projects or critical ones that are happening during your go live, it's good to reach out to them with alternative forms of communication. Maybe it's your personal phone or your text or your personal email, but let your customers know. Another thing you want to do is to factor in post-go-live work. And by that I mean things like making sure that not only are your users set up on their laptops, but also their mobile devices, their phones and their tablets. There's also challenges there if people don't do it in advance. So you want to make sure you have that chance to set them up on the new Office 365 environment. Now, once you do that and you do your go-live, it's usually over the course of a weekend. And once everybody's up and running, the next thing you want to do is ask the questions, what is it that we're missing? Now, if you do decide to actually start afresh, meaning not bring over your old data, you can still access your old Exchange emails from the new Outlook 365 system, even if you have left them behind in the old Exchange system. And the way you do that is you actually contact your IT people, and again, VOX ISM can help you with that. And what they do is they log into the old Exchange online system and they can export your mailboxes into what's called a PST file. And that file can then be imported into your Outlook program. In most cases, if you're just migrating to an Outlook 365 environment, you're probably already using what we call Outlook on-premise on your laptop or desktop. And so that's the same tool you can use. The idea is that what you do is you connect your Outlook on-premise to your Office 365 system, and then you import this PST file from your IT staff to bring that in. What that does is that now gives you two email boxes. When you're in Outlook, you'll see your Office 365, your new email, and you can send and receive, but you'll also be able to see your old email system. Now, a couple things to note is there is synchronization between the Outlook on-premise and your Office 365 environment. So that synchronization includes things like folders and new emails. As an example, if you're in your Outlook on-premise on your laptop and you're looking at your Office 365 environment and you create a new folder in Outlook, you will actually see that if you log on to the web or another browser and look at your Office 365 environment. So there's folder synchronization. The other thing you can do in this scenario where you have your Outlook on-premise with that imported PST file is that you can drag and drop emails from your old PST file into your new system. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, it's fine that you can see both when you're in Outlook, but if you're out on the road and you're on your phone and you go to your browser, you won't see those old emails in your new Outlook 365 environment. Some people may want to see that. For example, maybe they're you're responding to a customer and you're saying, oh, I sent that last week or last month. You'll need to see those sent items. So if you want to have that that option to do that, then what you can actually do is drag and drop emails from your old Outlook PST file into your Office 365, and then you'll see that. It's similar to the idea of bringing all your Exchange over, except now it's a strategic approach. You're going to bring this email or that chunk of emails or only a year's worth of emails. So it gives you a little more control in terms of selection of what you want to bring into your new Outlook 365 environment. So thanks very much for your time. If you're interested in getting more information, please reach out to us. We can be reached at www.voxism.com, or you can reach me directly at treid@voxism.com. That's TREID@voxism.com. Thanks very much for your time.